Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. It's been a while since I've talked to you more about what's going on in the total expansion process that I seem to continually be in. I'm coming to you from my new space in Southeast Portland, and I'm really loving so much of what Spirit has been giving me in terms of information in our expansion. And I'm recently riding the high of our most recent circle and got a lot of very specific guidance about how we're shifting the focus. So in this video I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the ways that my business is changing and some of the ways that how we'll be working together will be changing. And I just feel like it's this really beautiful fine-tuning process that's happening as I grow and expand and become more and more of who I really am. It's allowing me and my business and what I'm offering my clients to go deeper and more true and aligned than ever before. So one of the big things that's been coming up that's been really surprising to me but so beautiful and feels so right is the kind of folks that I want to be working with and the alignment that we're really creating. So circles are no longer called healing circles, they are called alignment sessions. And this came in because healing often denotes this feeling of lack, that we're broken or we need to be fixed in some way. And the message that came through really strongly is that there is nothing wrong with you or with me or with anyone. Everyone is exactly where they're at, and that's perfect. We can always work to become more attuned and more aligned to who we really are. And that means we've all got conditioning, and so we can strip away those layers and peel those layers back, and that's coming into alignment with who we really are. We don't have that conditioning or whatever our stuff is because there's something wrong with us or we did something bad or we need to be fixed in some way. So the message came through really strongly that we need to really work with releasing the healing word. It's not so much that we won't use it or that's not what's happening, because our body has natural healing capacity and we're actually just stimulating that in body talk so that that greater alignment can occur. So you'll still hear me use the word healing, but not as often. It really is about alignment, and the sessions that you receive in the group series, one-on-one, remotely, just in various interactions, it's really alignment. It's really about coming into alignment with who you really are. And how this came through was that there were times when, and I've shared this before with you all, when people would have an email exchange with me or even a text message exchange in an emergency situation, and just from that interaction, they would align with who they really are and experience like immediate results. And so what Spirit was showing me is that it's not so much about doing anything, it's about the alignment of myself, shining that alignment at you all, whoever feels called to work with me, and that allows us all to come into greater alignment, which has a ripple effect in the entire consciousness, which is just so beautiful. And Body Talk is an amazing tool that allows us to, shortcut's not the right word, but really get in there and release a lot of those limiting beliefs and conditioning that we've received over many lifetimes and many years, so that we can really come into even greater contact with who we really are. And when we're in alignment with who we really are, we are unlimited. So we have focuses on the love magnet sessions and the sexual alignment series and the abundance series and all of that, and it's really powerful, but at the core it is all about coming into alignment with who you really are, because when you do that, nothing can stop you in any area of your life. And I find that that's something that we're being guided to talk about more too. This belief that, well, I can have this, but I can't have this. So I can have love, but I can't have abundance. Or I can have abundance and I can't have love. And so that's something that's coming up a lot in the work that I'm doing with myself and also with my clients, of really supporting us and recognizing that we didn't come here for anything other than thriving. And so we're fine-tuning, and the fine-tuning is really a vibrational process, because words are just words. Words are only 7% of communication. So right now, as you're experiencing me, you're not really getting just my words. You're feeling the vibration, you're feeling the energy, and that's really what transforms and aligns us. It's about nothing more than that. But when I can bring that word like alignment forth, and do you feel that alignment within me when I say it? A healing session and an alignment session, completely different vibrational offering, right? So that's where things are shifting. The other piece for me is I want to be really clear about who I love working with. And I love coming into vibrational alignment with other magic makers. So I love and want to align myself in expanding in all ways that we came here to expand with other individuals who really get that we are meant to live in synchronicity, we are meant to live in flow, we are meant to live in abundance, we are meant to live in well-being. And when we are not in those experiences, it is perfect because it gives us an opportunity to know ourselves and know the universe, God force, higher power, higher consciousness, whatever you want to call it, in a deeper and greater way. So I'm calling forth all magic makers, all individuals out there who really believe and want to live in the magic. My first novel was The Quest, A Tale of Desire and Magic. I happen to now be doing the majority of my work with women around desire and magic. So when I was given that title, I was like, that's kind of cheesy. And I didn't really understand like how it was really a guiding force for me. So I am so thrilled to call in even more magic makers to work with me. We had over 75 folks experience our Love Magnet series, and it was the most powerful, it was a Love Magnet session, it was a one session. It was the most powerful session I have ever facilitated. We worked so much with our 8th chakra and really getting into those ancestral pieces that we've been passed down for generations and generations that are up to us to now align with a higher vibration with, so we can free not only ourselves but our families. And really the ripple effect is what Spirit keeps talking to us about, that when we come together in community to heal, we are healing not only ourselves but our children, our partners, our parents, every person we interact with. When they get to see us in that aligned vibration, it aligns them. It's so beautiful and so exciting, and it's really my intention to only align with those who really get this and love this and want to live in this passion and bliss, because it is where I love to be. And when I'm not there, I'm learning about more fine-tuning I need to do so that I can be there more frequently. So I could talk forever about this, as you know, because I absolutely love this path and this journey, and I love becoming more aligned with who I really am so that I can support folks in becoming more aligned with who they really are, and we can allow this to spread throughout the entire matrix of humankind. I mean, that's really what's possible for us, and it's incredible because there are no geographic barriers. I mean, I'm having folks who are participating with me remotely with the series, with the group healings, the group alignment sessions, and they're doing it from all over the world. Canada, Ireland, the UK, East Coast of the United States, south of the United States, southwest portion of the United States, West Coast. I mean, we're everywhere. And when you think about that, like, we're all receiving this massive healing, and that's rippling out in every different direction. Like, think of what's possible for all of us. It's really brilliant and really beautiful. So I've got a couple of things coming up that I just want to give you a heads up on. The early bird special for my Bring on the Magic retreat expires in, I think, 8 days, March 1st. So we are winding down that, and I am really just so looking forward to spending a whole weekend in person with you and really sharing on the deepest levels possible. What Spirit has been giving me on this retreat is just so exciting because some of these are new practices to me. So we're going to be working through layers of emotional responsibility, which I'm just like loving what they're sharing. And I'll be writing an article in the Huffington Post about this, but I will be working with folks specifically in that retreat on really like how to work with things as they come up within us, how to cultivate and manifest our desires on the deepest levels possible. We're going to be utilizing all of the aspects of healing that are most powerful when we're working with quantum physics and when we're really aware that we're living in a quantum world and we have the ability through focus and intention to really shift our entire universe. So we're going to have a concentrated weekend of that, and it's going to be extremely luxurious. Our space is beautiful overlooking the Willamette River. When we're not in session, when you're not receiving work, we'll be napping and being at the spa and outside in nature, connecting with one another, whatever we feel drawn to. So you're going to have a really beautiful balance of receiving deep transformative work that you'll be facilitating so much of the time for yourself. I'll be overseeing it and guiding you through it, but you're really going to be able to tap into your innate power to heal yourself and heal your life. And again, this is about aligning with who you really are and allowing what's the natural healing capacity that exists in your body and emanates throughout your field to manifest in the physical form. It's going to be an extremely empowering, inspiring weekend. You're going to walk away more connected to your intuition, with next steps and tools and practices for how to rock your life to the next level. I'm seeing like white lights like going off all over the camera as I'm speaking about this. I am so excited. So we have so many opportunities to share during this weekend and really work in all these different dimensions to support ourselves. It's going to be a very sacred container. We're going to be at River's Edge Hotel and Spa on the Willamette River in Portland, Oregon, and we're going to be so present with each other and so present with who we really are in our process that it will change your life forever. So join me June 6th through the 8th at River's Edge Hotel and Spa. Early bird registration is $353 for all of the healing and amazingness you'll be getting over that entire weekend. And River's Edge has a lot of deliciousness planned for us, so it's going to be a very supportive environment for this process. I really wanted us to be in luxury so that we could relax, be open, and allow this healing and allow this alignment and allow this unfolding and expansion that is rightfully ours to occur with ease, grace, and gentleness. So please join me. You can learn more about that at heatherstrang.com and check under offerings and retreats. And then we have a really awesome event coming up March 25th. So in lieu of my usual alignment circle, we've got a little bit of expansion around that. So March 25th, we will be all on the phone or remote from all over the world. And we're bringing in a special guest speaker, Brian Reeves, which I'm really excited to have him share with my community. Brian blogs on topics around sexuality and relationship and consciousness, and he's just really brilliant, and I love what he's going to be bringing to our group. Our focus will be on understanding men, spirit, and sex, and the focus really will be about connecting in and helping to bridge the gap between men and women when it comes to sexuality and spirituality. This is a topic I'm extremely passionate about, that I've been guided to. Did not think I would ever be on this path, that's for sure. I recently had on Facebook someone who knew me when I was a Jehovah's Witness, right? Wow, you sure have changed a lot. I mean, this was like not ever in the plan that I would be doing this work. It's so miraculous, and I think that's what makes it so fun, because I could not have seen this coming from like a million miles away. So we'll be really getting to, Brian will be taking questions from the audience that you can submit beforehand, and then we'll also open it up to questions afterwards about how men process, because I've done so much work around women and working with our sexual energy. We're bringing in that male perspective of what it's like for men in this spiritual sexual integration. How is sexual energy important to men? What do they need to be connected to their highest path and purpose? And how do we come together to really create the most beautiful, delicious, conscious sexual experiences that allow us to not only connect to one another in deeper and bigger ways, but also to connect to spirit in deeper and bigger ways. And if you had ever told me that the path to greater connection to spirit and supporting the alignment of the world was through sexual expression, I would have said you were crazy, right? Like, that was just absolutely not part of my programming at all. But guess what? It is. And it's incredible. I've been working with the wisdom of the body for about 4 years now through Body Talk, and as we go deeper into these layers, we recognize that our sexual energy is one of the most powerful forces that we have in our body. It literally creates worlds. And I love that on March 25th, we're going to be bringing in the masculine perspective and allow the masculine and feminine to really share in a new way. And then we'll have an alignment session, which I will facilitate with Body Talk, and intuitive wisdom and the John of God energies and positive psychology to facilitate an alignment session where we can really come together as the masculine and the feminine in our sexual expression. So while we'll be using more of the heterosexual terms of men and women, this applies to anyone regardless of gender or sexual orientation, because we're talking about masculine and feminine energy, which all of us contain. All of us have that, and most of us have one more, we have a dominant expression. So like for me, the feminine is my dominant expression, but I have masculine energy, obviously, as does every man have masculine and feminine. So we really are working with human beings here, even though we're using traditional terms such as men and women. just to simplify things. But no, we'll be using a lot of the masculine and feminine because that's truly what we're talking about. So I hope you will join us March 25th at 7 p.m. Pacific time. If you can't be live on the call, don't worry. You can still receive the alignment. You'll receive the recording. You'll get introduced to an amazing individual who's out there in the world doing really big and important work for men. And for all of us, of course. So Brian Reeves will be joining us, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the magic that we'll create when we bring together this masculine, feminine expression and we really focus in on our sexual connection with one another, with ourselves, and with spirit. So it's gonna be hot. Please get on my website at heatherstrang.com, check out offerings and alignment circles for more details. I think that's it for what I have coming up. It's just really beautiful to watch as this expansion continues, and I love those that are being called to do this work with me. People from all over the world coming in, and it's just so beautiful to feel that heart resonance with so many of you. And I know we're going to keep expanding into greater and greater heights and really living more and more of our truth on this path. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your love and support and the energy that you bring into the world, because it's so important. Every single word you speak, every post you post, every email you send is so powerful and has the opportunity to contribute to the greater good or not. So I want to encourage you to make the choice, make the conscious choice to contribute to the greatest good possible, and speak words of love and speak your truth with love and shine your light as brightly as possible. And if you feel the alignment, let's shine it together. Okay. Much love and blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Mwah. Thank you. I love you.